Before reality TV took over and news became entertainment, one film predicted it all, almost 50 years ago. Network didn't just tell a story, it exposed the dark future of television. From shocking real-life inspirations to on-set secrets no one dared to reveal, here are 20 bizarre facts you never knew about this prophetic classic. Number 1. The script was written in just 2 weeks. Paddy Chayefsky, the brilliant mind behind Network, shocked Hollywood when he completed the screenplay in only 14 days. Known for his razor-sharp dialogue, Chayefsky worked day and night, pouring his biting critique of the television industry straight onto the page. His goal wasn't just to write a movie, but to hold up a mirror to the media's growing obsession with ratings over truth. Despite the rush, the script was so polished that it barely changed during filming. Even decades later, critics still marvel at how one of cinema's most prophetic and powerful stories came together in such a short time. Number 2. Inspired by real-life TV scandals. Many of the outrageous and unbelievable events in Network were not just the product of imagination, they were inspired by real incidents in television. Chayefsky drew from the rising sensationalism in news coverage and the growing pressure on anchors to boost ratings. In the early 70s, several TV stations were caught staging segments or exaggerating facts to keep viewers hooked. The famous Howard Beale breakdown mirrored actual cases where anchors publicly expressed frustration on air. By blending reality with fiction, Network became both entertainment and a chilling warning, making audiences wonder just how much of it might already be happening. Number 3. The iconic "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore" scene was almost cut. The "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore" scene is perhaps the most quoted moment from Network, but it almost didn't make it into the film. Some producers worried it was too over the top and might feel like a parody rather than a serious statement. Chayefsky fought to keep it, believing it captured the very heart of the movie's message. His instincts proved right. Audiences embraced it, shouting the line along in theaters. Over time, it became one of cinema's most enduring catchphrases, referencing everything from political speeches to pop culture parodies. Number 4. Faye Dunaway almost turned down the role. Faye Dunaway, who played the ambitious and ruthless Diana Christensen, initially had doubts about taking the part. She worried the character was too cold and unlikable for audiences to connect with. It was a risky move for a star used to glamorous, sympathetic roles. But director Sidney Lumet convinced her it was an opportunity to break away from typecasting and create something unforgettable. Dunaway threw herself into the role, delivering one of the most celebrated performances of her career. The risk paid off. She won the Oscar for Best Actress, proving that sometimes the most challenging roles bring the biggest rewards. Number 5. The film predicted reality TV. Long before Survivor or Big Brother, Network predicted the rise of reality-based television. In the movie, the network exploits Howard Beale's breakdown to create sensational programming designed to keep viewers glued to their screens. The idea of using real human drama, chaos, and spectacle for entertainment seemed extreme in 1976, but decades later, it became standard practice. Today's TV landscape full of outrageous reality shows and over-the-top news segments feels eerily similar to what Chayefsky imagined. What was once satire is now disturbingly close to reality, making Network feel more relevant than ever. Number 6. Peter Finch was gravely ill during filming. Peter Finch delivered one of cinema's most powerful performances as Howard Beale, but behind the scenes, he was battling serious heart problems. Friends and crew noticed that he would sometimes be short of breath or visibly exhausted after intense scenes. Despite his condition, he refused to slow down, believing this role might be his greatest. Tragically, just a few months after filming, he died of a heart attack at age 60. His performance earned him a posthumous Academy Award for Best Actor, making him the first actor in history to win the Oscar after his passing. Number 7. Won 4 major Oscars. At the 1977 Academy Awards, Network made history by winning 4 of the top acting and writing honors. Peter Finch won Best Actor, Faye Dunaway took Best Actress, Beatrice Straight won Best Supporting Actress, and Paddy Chayefsky claimed Best Original Screenplay. Beatrice Straight's win was especially remarkable. She appeared on screen for less than 6 minutes, making hers the shortest Oscar-winning performance in history. The film's dominance at the Oscars cemented its reputation as one of the most brilliantly written and acted films of all time, proving that its daring message resonated deeply with audiences and critics. Number 8. Howard Beale was based on a real anchor. While Howard Beale is a fictional character, Chayefsky drew inspiration from real-life anchors who had on-air breakdowns. One rumored influence was Christine Chubbuck, a Florida news anchor who infamously made headlines in 1974 for her shocking live broadcast. Another possible inspiration came from network insiders who claimed certain veteran anchors expressed frustration about the increasing sensationalism of television news. By blending reality with fiction, Chayefsky created a character that felt authentic yet exaggerated, making audiences question where the fiction ended and the reality began. Number 9. The final scene shocked audiences. In 1976, viewers were unprepared for the blunt and violent ending of Network. After the network exploits Howard Beale for ratings, they decide to boost viewership one last time by arranging his on-air assassination. The scene is staged like any other television segment, complete with a live audience and applause. The sudden gunfire and chilling commentary leave viewers stunned, blurring the line between entertainment and tragedy. Critics called it one of the boldest endings in film history, cementing Network as a fearless critique of media ethics and a haunting warning about the cost of chasing ratings at any price. Number 10. The studio feared it was too political. When United Arts first read the script, executives were worried the film's scathing attack on corporate television would make it too controversial. They feared real networks might see it as a direct insult, potentially leading to backlash or boycotts. However, directors Sidney Lumet and Paddy Chayefsky refused to tone down the script's political edge. Instead, they leaned into it, believing the film's message was more important than keeping media executives comfortable. Ironically, the controversy worked in the film's favor, sparking public debate and drawing even more attention to its cutting social commentary. One of the first films to critique corporate news. When Network premiered, most movies treated television as harmless entertainment, but Chayefsky's script ripped apart the idea that news was pure and unbiased. The film showed a ruthless network turning serious journalism into a ratings-hungry spectacle, driven entirely by corporate profits. At the time, this was a radical message. Few dared to accuse big TV networks of manipulating the truth. Today, the story feels eerily accurate as debates about fake news, corporate influence, and media bias dominate public discussion. Network became a pioneer in exposing the dangers of letting entertainment values overshadow journalistic integrity. 12. Ned Beatty's role was filmed in a single day. Ned Beatty, who played the powerful network chairman Arthur Jensen, appears in just one scene, but what a scene it is! His fiery "the world is a business" speech is one of the most chilling moments in the film. Amazingly, Beatty filmed the entire monologue in one afternoon. Lumet had scheduled 2 days for it, but Beatty nailed the delivery so perfectly that only a few takes were needed. His commanding performance earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor, proving that even a small role, done exceptionally well, can leave a lasting mark on film history. 13. Faye Dunaway didn't want to break character. Faye Dunaway took her role as the cold, ambitious Diana Christensen so seriously that she refused to break character between takes. She avoided casual conversations with the cast and crew, wanting to maintain Diana's icy distance. This intense dedication sometimes made her seem aloof on set, but it worked. Her performance oozes ruthless determination and emotional detachment. Even during press interviews, Dunaway spoke about the character as if she truly existed. Her method approach helped create one of the most memorable female anti-heroes in cinema, and it ultimately won her an Academy Award for Best Actress. 14. Critics called it prophetic. From the moment it hit theaters, critics were stunned at how accurately networks seemed to predict the future of television. Reviews in 1976 described it as prophetic and a satire that might come true. Sadly, many of its exaggerated elements, like turning serious news into entertainment and exploiting real tragedy for ratings, have since become reality. Media historians often revisit Network to compare its fictional events with modern TV trends, finding unsettling similarities. It's rare for a film to age into relevance, but Network has only become more impactful as its sharp warnings continue to play out decades later.